What's going on, everybody? It's obviously Baker Mayfield time, and this is CouchCast, the official podcast of Fantasy Couch. I'm rolling solo again. This is a video podcast we're doing on our second YouTube channel. It's much more fun on the YouTube as you can watch the podcast, but of course you can listen to it as well. It's on iTunes, Google Play, and Stitcher. Make sure you're subscribed to at least one of those so you don't miss future podcast episodes. We're doing the podcast right after Thursday night football. And welcome. Let's see who's on, if anybody at all. Yes, we have a few people. Non-Hype Beast is on with us. And Alberto, what's up, man? Francisco's here again. Alberto, RIP, my Jets defense. That's right. Look at this guy here. Who's it? Crowell. Crowell, a little bit early celebration with the poop emoji. Oh, Cleveland Browns. Oh, that's not good. Oh, man. So I told everyone, like, Jets D's okay tonight, but I said, hey, Browns D's better. I even like the Cowboys D better than the Jets D, and I like the Browns D better than the Cowboys D. And I looked pretty wrong the first half. Then boom, Tyrod Taylor's out, Baker Mayfield's in. Everything changed. I don't know if I've seen anything this polarizing, as far as, well, not really polarizing is probably not the right word, but it's just a total 180 from when Tyrod was playing, under siege, missing wide open throws, and then Baker Mayfield's playing, the energy, everything changed. And of course, yeah, if you had the Jets D, not a good choice. But it's definitely Baker Mayfield time. Good evening, Ron. What's up, man? So, because these podcasts is not like the other shows we do, like Hack My Lineup, where it gets crazy, everyone's just going insane. Oh, it's a brown cake. It's a brown cake. Oh, they're bringing in a cake. This is more cozy. It's more like a campfire. So we'll get to every single question that you guys have. It's all good. The other live streams are crazy. So these are more chill. I'm way more comfortable. The other ones just take so much energy from me. But these are cool. And this podcast probably won't take too long. I'm thinking it'll be less than an hour. Let me bring up. I wrote some stuff down. Can't find it. Nope. Up. Hold on. And I lost my... Oh, there it is. Okay. I have some stuff. So today we're going to talk about Baker Mayfield, of course. Why not? We're going to be talking about wide receiver cornerback matchups, a couple sleeper picks, whatnot there. Somebody said they liked that last week, so we're bringing it back. And do I dare talk about the Niners again? Is that biased? No, that's not biased. It's genuinely interesting. Will Jimmy GQ be back? Will Jimmy Garoppolo play? So before we get into those topics and before I answer your guys' questions, I just want to thank the sponsors of this show really quick, Pro Football Focus, PFF. You can join PFF Edge for full access to PFF's player projections, matchup charts, and of course, their award-winning fantasy content. Use promo code MVP20, says so right here too, and save 20% on your subscription. If you're into high stakes and NFL lines like I am, you can also get PFF Elite and get Premium Stats 2.0 for exclusive player performance stats across every position. Elite subscribers also get the new PFF Greenline Pick Center and DFS Optimizer. I myself have Elite. I love the PFF grades. They watch every play of every player. They grade every player. They grade offensive lines. Very valuable information. And of course, we're going to be using their wide receiver cornerback matchup chart, which I like. It's a great tool. PFF Fantasy is also very awesome. And the green line picks. Everything's awesome with PFF. Wouldn't be promoting it to you guys if I didn't use it myself, if they weren't trusted, if they weren't respected, and if they didn't bring value to fantasy football addicts such as ourselves. Sign up today at profootballfocus.com and use promo code MVP20 to save 20%. Join PFF Fantasy today and prepare to win. So, guys, any questions? Let's see what people's are saying. Baker, Cleveland special, Mayfield. Yes, he caught that 2-point conversion. Incredible, incredible. Chris Soto's in the building. He says the brain. Nice hat, brain. Is that the count? Yeah, that's the count. Yeah, it got me looking crazy today. I got the blue light blockers here. These glasses, the Ollie G glasses, and I got a Sesame Street hat on. But hey, yeah, it's the podcast. You know, doing what I do. Chris, Jarvis is a top wide receiver 1, bro. You saved me from a jacked up trade today. Oh, is that what I did? I told you not to trade Jarvis. Yeah. Let's be fair. Let's be non-biased. He was not looking anywhere near a wide receiver 1 the first half. It was atrocious. So the first thing I text Mike, so Mike's on a flight right now. That's why he couldn't make it. So I text, we're both texting like, hey, it's Baker time, right? We're both texting the same exact thing. And I'm like, thankfully, Jarvis Landry is relevant again. That's what because he drafted Jarvis in the Couch League. I drafted Jarvis in 2 leagues, I believe, 2 out of 6 leagues, and not including my best ball. So I probably drafted him at least 3 times this year. And I was just so juiced. Like, Jarvis is back. I mean, the guy has been one of the best receivers in the league. Like, and now he's just like a low-end wide receiver too. Like last year's Aguilar. Like, I refuse to believe that. And he was looking like that. He was looking like Aguilar was his ceiling. And I was like, nah, man, Jarvis is way better. Boom, Baker comes in. Jarvis, yes, Chris. Jarvis is a wide receiver 1 now. Oh yeah, they made I got this hat like 10 years ago. So they made all the characters. These were popular. Like, these are not popular now. Gotta go see what's up. Yeah, I had a Cookie Monster and got like some kind of weird, like some kind of like mini moth infestation. I had to throw away all my dope hats. I had like a wool Niners hat. I had to throw away all my hats. Do you think Anunwa will lose targets since Curse is back? I think very little. I think that's not the right question, non-hype beast. I think the right question is, will Darnold start sucking? Like, Darnold is, yes, the Jets drafted a great quarterback, great franchise quarterback, great future, but we have to compare him to the other 31 starting quarterbacks in the league, and doing so, he sucks. He's not good, not throwing a lot of touchdowns, not really doing much. Josh McCown is better. I'll put it like that. If Josh McCown was playing, we'd see more Robbie Anderson. We'd see more Anunwa. It would just be better. So, yeah, it's going to take a little bit away. I think Curse has basically just destroyed Terrell Pryor's value. Not that anybody had Terrell Pryor or was starting him, but Terrell Pryor actually got maybe like a dozen targets. And now that's not going to be anything. It was Jermaine Curse's role is going to increase. So it's Curse, Anunwa, and Robbie Anderson. So not really worried. I wouldn't worry specifically about Curse. I'd worry specifically about the quarterback play, which is not good. Yep, Baker makes Jarvis top 10 PPR. I'd say top 12 for sure, but I mean, why not, right? Because last year he was like the 4th or 5th or 6th best wide receiver. And why not? I mean, he could easily be top 10 or way higher than that. Let me see, top scorers. Fantasy. Let's see where Jarvis finished last year. I believe wide receiver 5. So he was the 5th. He was a top 5 wide receiver in PPR leagues. That's pretty dang nasty. I dropped Burden for Disley. Never check your fantasy at 4 in the morning. I got him back though, luckily. Good. Don't do that. So I still stand with my Disley prediction. Like I'm not gonna say like I was right or anything like that. You know, I'm just trying to help you guys. So I don't, it's not about me, being right all the time. So I think Disley, he'll get his targets because Baldwin is out. No Jimmy Graham, no Paul Reed. There's nobody else there. I still don't see him as like a viable guy to start every week. But in this, because there's so much going on, Disley is definitely fantasy relevant. So Chris, I know Chris owns Disley. Maybe you want to sell high on him, dude. Pick up O.J. Howard. O.J. Howard should have another good week this week. I believe they're playing the Steelers. Pick up O.J. Howard, sell high on Disley. Just keep working it. You know, it's going to be a grind as far as adding waivers, start 'em, sit 'em, picking up other tight ends, making trades, you know, selling high, buying low. Just keep grinding it out. Don't make any crazy trades. Don't make any desperate trades to go get a big time tight end, Chris. Don't do that. And that was the message I gave you today, because you gave me 2 trades. I said no to both of them. You're about to trade Jarvis Landry, apparently. I mean, I forgot, but now I kind of remember, now that you refreshed my memory. I can't believe I started the Jets D. Jets D was like not a bad, like I said, I didn't like them, but it was like an okay streaming option. You know, I told people it was like, it's all right. I mean, it should be a low scoring game. So yeah, it is what it is. You know, we had no idea Baker Mayfield was gonna come in. I dropped Doyle and picked up Howard. I would have kept Doyle, but whatever. Landry for Cooks was the trade. Yeah, Landry's way too valuable. Dixon is coming back eventually. Browns D is a super weekly pick for buys. Yeah, I started the Browns D in a couple leagues. For sure. I'm streaming the Cowboys defense in 2 of my leagues. I know that. Ficken worth the pickup. Ficken right now he's a pickup, but Dan Bailey's the one to pick up. I put a waiver wire claim for Dan Bailey in 4 leagues, guys, and I got him in 3. I'm kind of making up that number, but I put a waiver claim in almost all my leagues, and I didn't get him in 1 of them. So I like Dan Bailey. Dan Bailey is the one you want to get. Sam Ficken is okay. Sam Ficken is average. He's good, but not great. I started Tyrod tonight. Why would you do that? Need to. Aguilar, T.Y. Hilton, Devontae Adams. Well, you definitely want to start Hilton and Devontae Adams. Yeah, start Doyle. There's no way that Tyrod is starting. It's over. He lost his job. I mean, you saw what just happened, right? Like, we saw that with our own eyes, right? I mean, what just happened? Tyrod, Browns are garbage. They're going winless. 3 games, no wins. Baker Mayfield's on the field. Everything's going right. They come back. He's making plays. And, I mean, Baker Mayfield seemed like this is going to be, like, he seemed like he wasn't really like that, like, as good, anywhere near as good as he could be. So he's going to probably improve a lot. You know, like we still remember Deshaun Watson didn't do anything first week, didn't do much second week, you know, like, and then he just started catching fire, you know, like, we can see that with Baker Mayfield. We can easily see him improve. Some bumps in the road, he can go up and down a little bit, but there's a lot of room for him to improve. Man, yeah, I just, you know, you start Tyrod Taylor if you want to lose. That's the only reason I would start Tyrod. For my tight end, Jimmy Graham or O.J. Howard, start Jimmy Graham for sure. Do you think Aaron Jones is going to be the RB2 for Green Bay? So right now, Aaron Jones is listed as the RB3 for Green Bay. That's more like the RB2, let's be realistic. This is the week where you don't want to start him. You want to bench him and just see how he does. So give him 1 week, maybe 2 weeks, and I see him 70% chance he'll be the starter. I think he'll be the starter by next week, so we'll see. Great win for the Browns, guys. Happy for Browns fans out there for sure. So, oops, let me get this back. How's that? Okay. So, what do we want to talk about? Oh, wide receiver matchups. So here are some sleepers, guys. Some sleeper matchups. Ryan Tannehill and the Dolphins have shocked me, and he's got a good matchup against the Raiders. Derek Carr can't really be trusted. So I like Tannehill going up against the Raiders. It's a home game. And the two matchups there is Danny Amendola and Albert Wilson. Now, these are really just, I'm just saying the matchups against the corners are good matchups. They're sweet. Not necessarily saying to start them. Maybe if you're in a deep league, you would. But this is, people like this segment. It's basically sneaky starts. Danny Amendola / Albert Wilson. Then again, Jamison Crowder makes this list again. And this week, I'm going to believe it again, that he's got a good matchup. He's playing against Green Bay. He's just not that good. And Alex Smith is just not that great. But I think this is the matchup where the score is going to be even. It's not going to, Washington's not going to be like, oh, we're playing against Rodgers. Let's just, run the clock out. Let's just run the ball a little bit. Like, it could be a little shootout here. Packers defense, not great. So Jamison Crowder is another sneaky start. Has a good matchup against the Packers cornerbacks. Man, need more water. More water, please. How do I even do this? Can't even talk 2 seconds. Juju and AB both have incredible matchups going against the Bucs defensive backs. That's going to be a crazy game. Steelers, a lot of drama. They need a win. Big Ben not playing at home. A lot of volatility here. Ryan Fitzpatrick, what will he do? We know the Steelers defense sucks. We know the Bucs can't run the ball well. Will Rojo ever be not a healthy scratch this year? I have him in a couple leagues. So this is a very exciting game here. But Juju and AB have incredible matchups. They should be open. Every time they're not double covered, they should be wide open on those plays. They both should ball out. Start both of them. And Emmanuel Sanders, believe it or not, may have a sweet matchup. Might find the soft spot against the Ravens. The Ravens really good defense. But with Jimmy Smith out, Brandon Carr should be on Demaryius Thomas. Emmanuel Sanders could be a sneaky start. I wouldn't shy away necessarily from starting Emmanuel Sanders. I told a few people already to bench Sanders. That's before I looked at this. But that's mainly because they had a lot better players to start. I think they had like Crowell, and I was just like, hey, Crowell, he's the main running back, and he just so happened to get 2 touchdowns and wipe his butt with the football. You know how he does. Okay, moving on to the next topic. Let's see what the chat's saying. Let's see. Baker is the truth. Drop Royce for James White or Breda. Ooh, that's a tough one, man. I think I'd keep... If it's PPR, I think you got to go with Breda. James White, yeah, he's going to ball out a few games, but I wouldn't pick up James White. So, for Breda, I'd say probably yes, drop Royce. For James White, no, just keep Royce. If Tyrod starts, Hugh should be fired. Well, I know Hugh's the coach. He calls the shots, but there's going to be way too much pressure to start. But, it's not going to happen. You know what I mean? You just got to think realistically. I get the point you're making, though. Yeah, Tyrod can't start. I know that's the point you're making, and yes, that's right. Tyrod cannot start anymore. Do you like Breda or Bernard for this week? You got to go Bernard here, because Breda's a little riskier. And you wouldn't be surprised at all if Breda outscored Gio Bernard. But Gio Bernard's done very well in the absence of Mixon. And you just got to go start Gio Bernard. Because Alfred Morris is still, doing stuff. He's still getting snaps. Mountain. The only Washington player I trust is Chris Thompson. Well said. Jordan Reed... minus the health issues. Yeah, I like Jordan Reed. You can't deny Jordan Reed when healthy, though. He's a beast. Start Disley over Njoku. Hope it pans out. Okay. Njoku didn't do much, so I think you're okay, right? If Disley catches a couple balls, you'll be fine. I'm trying to decide between Golladay and Fuller. You got to start Will Fuller. Hunt or Freeman rest of season. I just see Mahomes passing more than handing off. Well, there's 2 Freemans, so I'm guessing you're talking about Devontae, because you wouldn't dare mention Royce Freeman. So we got to go Devontae Freeman. Just hope he gets healthy. Would you start Chris Thompson over Will Fuller? Oh, that's a tough one. Yeah, I think I'd go Chris Thompson, man, just because he has that such great floor, right? You know he's gonna get a couple carries. You know he's gonna get the ball thrown to him. You know he's gonna get some run. I'd go Chris Thompson. Will Fuller has a higher ceiling, but significantly more risky. So start Chris Thompson, going against the Packers too. Half PPR start 2. Gio, Clement, Murray. So you're starting Gio and Clement. If all of a sudden Ajayi and Sproles are healthy, then you can start Latavius Murray. But definitely start Gio, and for now you're starting Clement, and you plan to keep Clement in that starting position. Start Marquise Goodwin or Corey Clement. Well, for now, put in Corey Clement and plan to keep him in there. Same thing, basically. If Sproles and Ajayi are both healthy, then you start Goodwin. Should I start Luck? Also, should I start Lindsey? Well, I need to know your other options, but because blindly, you can't really answer that, right? Luck, or should I stream a QB? It depends who's there to stream. So I'm likely leaning towards starting Luck. Probably starting Luck if it's a 12-team league. If it's a 10-team league, you might want to stream. Does Baker have the potential to be a top 10, top 12 quarterback? So the answer is yes, he does. And he's worth an ad. At the same time, there's about 20 quarterbacks that have that same potential. So don't get it twisted. There's a lot of quarterbacks out there. He's more... So we just have to put it... that's a good question, but that's not really going to bring a lot of value to what we're fantasy owners. So what you got to really put yourself is Baker Mayfield should be a pretty good QB2. And he could be a QB1. But he's more of a like a good matchup shootout. Love to start him in a when your quarterback's on bye. In a dual QB league, Baker Mayfield, pick him up this week, waiver claim #1 if you're in a dual quarterback league. If you're in a deep league, like I'm in a 20-team league, putting in waiver wire claim for Baker Mayfield for sure. Lindsey or Michelle? I guess go with Lindsey just because I don't know what's up with Patriots running backs. Nobody does. Fitzmagic or Rodgers? Got to go with Rodgers, man. Rodgers or Tom Brady? Why do you have both those quarterbacks? Why do you do this to me? See, this is why I don't like asking. When someone asks Rodgers or Brady, I ask, what the heck was going on in your draft? Like, what kind of day? What kind of day was that? I'll just draft Rodgers. I kind of need another quarterback. Let me draft Tom Brady. What are these questions? I guess start Tom Brady. I just love Tom Brady this week. DJ or Hogan in flex. So is that David Johnson? Ooh, start David Johnson. See what happens. I don't know. I don't have a QB2. My other RB is Cohen. Okay. Drop Bortles for Mayfield. 5 Luck at QB1. Also Lindsey or Collins. Well, I think we got to look at the schedules here. I'm leaning towards yes. I would drop Bortles for Mayfield just to see what's up, right? I mean, can't hurt. So I'm going to my league. I have Andrew Luck. Andrew Luck's bye week is 9. Brown's bye week is 11. So that matches up. When Luck is on bye week 9, he faces some good matchups except this week. Week 9 he's on bye. Yeah, Baker Mayfield faces the Chiefs. Do it, man. Don't even need to look at it. Jags, we know, have a great defense. Not too many shootouts for the Jags. Drop Bortles, pick up Mayfield. They match up really good since you have Luck. As you can see, I have Luck. Hopefully you guys can see that. Here, let me show you guys. Matches up quite well. Yeah, even 10 Atlanta. Yeah, definitely pick up Bortles. Definitely drop Bortles for Mayfield. Any predictions on Bell? No, we're only doing guesses on that one. I have not a clue what's going on. I'm done guessing with that. Do you see Miller doing more than 12 points at any time this year, or is that what is max points a game? So Lamar Miller, unfortunately, man, he has no high ceiling. He has a good floor. He's one of the rushing leaders this year. He's a top 5 rusher. Just, it is what it is, man. Dolphin stack for DFS, yes. Fire it up for sure. That's only a crazy GPP though. I would only have about 10% exposure with that. That's even too risky for me. So I would only do one lineup with that Dolphin stack, or 2 out of many. But yeah, that's a good one. I like that. I'm doing my DFS video tomorrow, by the way. It's a 3-team league, LOL. Okay, I hope that's a joke. Jokes. Thoughts on Demaryius Thomas matchup this week? Yeah, Demaryius is a disappointment like he is every year. Disappointment probably this week as well. Hey guys, Jonathan's in the building. Is it safe to drop Robbie Anderson in a 10-team league? Answer is yes. Hey Brain, can someone post a link where you found your glasses for computer? Been thinking about picking some up. I spend a lot of time on computer. Oh, so it's not for the computer, but it is for the computer at nighttime. So at nighttime, if you have any lights on, this is what I use. Just Google it, man. I got it from my eye doctor. I had to ask around, so I don't know. I don't remember where I got these, but just search like blue light blockers, glasses, something like that. I don't know. Something like that. Let's see. I'm searching it right now. I know this guy made millions of dollars off this. UV blocker. Yeah, UV plus blue blocker. Here's one right here. They're like kind of popular. So basically, like, yeah, they block your they block the blue light at night, and helps you sleep, you know, because when you get that blue light, like, it's really bad for you. The downside of blue light. Okay, enough of that. You guys, you figure that out. You got this. You got this, man. Google. With Google, you can do it. You think Rosen will see the field this Sunday if Sam Bradford gets hurt? I know Bradford's starting, so we'll see. Should I start Lindsey over Cohen and Hendry? I think you might want to start Lindsey over Cohen. I don't know. That's a tough one. Yeah, start Lindsey over Cohen and then start Henry. Should I trade Gurley for Mahomes and Melvin Gordon? If you're in desperate need of a quarterback, yes. Otherwise, you just want to hold on to Gurley. But I do like that trade, Jonathan. Thanks. Also, Alex Collins or Lindsey. Also, was I dumb to drop Kittle for Jared Cook? You were smart to pick up Jared Cook, but probably wouldn't have dropped Kittle. Sounds like this is an 8-team or 10-team league, and it's just kind of like it is what it is. But if this is a 12-team league, I think Kittle was far too valuable to drop, and I think that was a mistake. Look at teams like Chris's team and other teams who drafted Walker, who drafted Olsen, who drafted Bust at tight end, and now they're really struggling to find a tight end. Tight end like Kittle is very valuable. You have to pick up Jared Cook, though. There's no doubt about it. That's a must-add. I've got Hunt, Kamara, Connor, and Hyde. Should I look to move one? Cooks and Diggs are my receivers. See what you can. If you can get a good deal, yes. If not, hey man, having 4 running backs is not a bad thing. Currently, for my wide receivers, I have Diggs, Hopkins, Thielen for starters, but I really need another RB. Which of the 3 should I trade? I don't like Thielen. Thielen's the worst one, so maybe you wait another week, wait for Thielen to do something, and sell high on him. Who's a better ad, Geronimo or Tyler Boyd? Ad Geronimo, better quarterback. Have you ever been mistaken for Dude Perfect Tyler? No, just people just like to say that like online, but I don't really look like him. But we're both YouTubers. We both do sports, so I don't look like him. I don't know how to. He looks more like he looks more like he knows how to fish. Maybe knows how to chop wood. You know, he looks more like he can probably build like a birdhouse. I don't know any of those things. I am know a lot of. I'm a multimedia expert. I'm a fantasy football expert. I'm a nerd. So, so I'm from the hood. So it's we're very different. And we don't really look the same. From far away, we look a little bit alike. So, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, I had Walker and Kittle. I dropped both. Well, you probably should have kept Kittle, bud. Make a trade. Make a trade. Now someone else is going to pick up Kittle. I'd pick up Kittle. You got any beard tips? Not really. I comb it every day. Start Cole or Will Fuller? Got to start Fuller, man. So let's talk about. I want to talk about a topic really quick. This man right here, Jimmy GQ. So is this man going to ball out? Is he finally going to be good? And I think the answer is yes. If Marquise Goodwin plays, I fully expect him to. Of course, he's not 100%. But I think Jimmy GQ is going to be back. I think the Chiefs are going to score a ton of points. Mahomes should have a good day. He's got a ton of weapons. If he only had one weapon or two weapons, I think the Niners can kind of contain him. But because he's got Watkins, Hunt, is a very good receiver. He's got Hunt, Watkins, Kelsey, and Tyreek Hill. It's too many weapons. It's too many weapons. You can't defend all those guys. And Mahomes throws one heck of a ball, man. He's a great quarterback. I'm lucky to have drafted him in 2 leagues. Matter of fact, I'm so proud. I never did a dynasty league, and it's my first dynasty draft. I've done keeper leagues, and I'm just so proud that I reached a little bit and got Mahomes in my dynasty league. This is one hell of a dynasty draft. Diggs, who's young. Kittle, who's young. I didn't even want Kittle, but I thought it was the best pick. Corey Davis hasn't really panned out for me. But I thought that was a decent pick. Ronald Jones hasn't panned out. Rojo hasn't panned out. But I like Sutton. Gallman's like just a handcuff. But I like my starters. I think Diggs, Mahomes, that's such a good. Those two right there are such good picks for Dynasty. Man, that guy's just a beast. Jimmy G might do okay, but the Niners are going to lose. Yeah, I'm a Niner fan, but I think the Chiefs are going to have too much firepower. I think the Niners will lose. And I don't think they'll get whooped on. They definitely could. But I'll just put it like this. It's going to be very tough to beat the Chiefs. The Chiefs will probably win this one, probably by a touchdown. They're really good, man. It's too much firepower. Mahomes has too much firepower. He's too good. But as far as, we're talking fantasy. As far as Jimmy G, I think he'll be back. I think he'll be good if Goodwin is playing. So that's my take on Jimmy G. What do you guys think? You think Jimmy G is going to bounce back? You think he's going to be good? How's he been doing? He was whack week 1, and I think he did okay week 2. Still a little disappointing. Let me see. I got him in this league right here. He's QB 25. That's not good. So let me know what you guys think about Jimmy Garoppolo. 11 fantasy points. This is my league, though, so it's probably a little bit less in your league. 11 fantasy points than 20 fantasy points for Jimmy G. I don't know. I think he'll bounce back. I think he needs Marquise Goodwin really, really bad though. He needs more weapons. Garcon's not that good. Kittle's just okay. And talking about real life, you know, not fantasy. And I mean, the man just doesn't have a lot of weapons. You know, McKinnon's injured, Goodwin's injured. The two top weapons we thought in fantasy, they're both injured. So he needs Goodwin back. Will Disley or Kyle Rudolph? Always Kyle Rudolph. Yeah, he does need better weapons. Should I trade to upgrade to get better, more consistent wide receivers? My wide receivers are Aguilar, Enunwa, Hogan, Adams, Watkins, and Galladay. My RBs are Fournette, Yeldon, Chris Thompson, and Kamara. Yeah, man, trade away Chris Thompson. I feel like he's the most brittle. I mean, I know Fournette's brittle as well, but I would trade away one. Yeah, you need... What you want to do, non-hype beast, is trade away 2 good players like Chris Thompson and Adams, or Chris Thompson and Aguilar. Who Chris Thompson plus another wide receiver. Chris Thompson and Watkins, that would be great. Trade 2 good players for 1 great player and 1 bad player. So let me write it down. So trade away 2 okay players for 1 great player plus 1 bad player. Something like that. That way you improve your quality and not your quantity. And then you can even drop that player later on if you want. Hogan or Clement. Plan to start Clement, but if Ajayi is playing, then you start Hogan. Hogan's a good start this week, but you can't bend. You know, Clement is a must start if Ajayi is out. Ooh, Stafford. Yeah, Stafford should be in a shootout. I think we're going Stafford this week. I think we're going to have to start Stafford, yeah. Especially if Goodwin is out, there's not even any doubt about it. We're definitely starting Stafford. But let me just check my algorithms, my hacking tools, my projections, my predictions, my guesses, my mathematics. Stafford slightly ahead of Jimmy G. Stafford, yeah, you got to start Stafford ahead of Jimmy Garoppolo. It's really close, but if Goodwin is out, then it's not even close. Now, I think Jimmy Garoppolo will be good. I think he'll be good. I think he'll put up points. Most definitely. So what else we got to talk about? So guys, if you man, can't do this anymore. Can't talk. Flex Breda or Aguilar? Man, that's a tough one. Breda or Aguilar? Aguilar has a great matchup. I think we're going with Aguilar. Yeah, go with Aguilar. How many wins do you think Browns will get with Baker rest of season? Good question. On topic too, not like the beard and tie from and tie and my glasses. Very on topic. So originally I said the Browns will get 7 wins, and let's stick with that. I think they'll get 6 or 7 wins this year. So they didn't win before Baker, so let's stick with that. I think that's a good prediction. 6 to 7 wins this year for the Brownies. He just got a tough win tonight. That was a tough win, coming off the bench like that, coming back big time. Big time. Putting up 3 TDs. That was a great comeback by Baker. With pretty good RB depth, would you trade Connor for Baker? No, not a chance. Maybe if this is a dual quarterback league or a specialty league, but no, not a chance. Well, guys, I can barely talk. I just want to give the video schedule for you guys. So most of you already know, but just want to announce it. So make sure you're following our main channel on YouTube. That's this channel here, Fantasy Couch, okay? And that channel, Tuesdays, we do waiver wire videos early on in the day. Wednesdays, we do hashtag Hack My Lineup. That's going to be around 9:30 p.m. Eastern. Best live show on YouTube, hands down. People give me their lineup. People give me their account information. I log in. I hack their lineup. I have full reins over it. It's a live show. Crazy things happen every time. It's a lot of fun. It's also very intense. So Tuesdays, waivers. Wednesdays, Hack My Lineup live show. Thursdays, right after the Thursday night football game, we're back here on the podcast on this second YouTube channel, Fantasy Couch Podcast, also CouchCast on our second YouTube channel, and on iTunes, on Stitcher, on Google Play. Then Friday, DFS picks on the main channel. That's a regular video. Then Saturday, guys, you don't want to miss it. We're doing weekly snake drafts, special promotions. We also will have a lot of giveaways coming up. So, man, oh, there we go. This YouTube thinks you're spamming me, so I had to click show that. Yeah, Hack My Lineup. It's a great show. Yeah, I mean, that's about it. So Tuesdays waivers, Wednesdays Hack My Lineup, Thursdays on our second channel, we're doing the podcast at right after Thursday Night Football. Fridays DFS picks back on the main channel, and Saturday weekly snake drafts. There were a lot of fun, a lot of success last time we did it, for the first time we did it, and we're just going to keep doing it. That's the weekly schedule. Check your Instagram DM, please, regarding this, your book. Let me see. Did you get a copy of the book, or hold on? I hope it's not something bad. I got a lot of what's your name on here? What's your name on Instagram? I'm on Instagram right now. Oh no, I got like a million DMs, dude. I was there for episode 1. Yeah, the week 2 draft. I almost won the whale. I got in 5th place. Remember, people were like, no, Thielen's better than Diggs. And I was like, no, Diggs is better than Thielen. And so I had Mahomes, I had Cousins, and I had Diggs. I drafted in the whale, you know, the $1,000 GPP for drafters, snake draft. And I was in first place, and I got in 5th place, so I think I won like $64. I didn't win the $1,000, but pretty good. I don't see you unless you messaged me probably a long time ago, huh? No. Unless I blocked you. No, I'm just so curious to see your message now. How long ago did you send me a message? I don't even see. Neo must have blocked you, dude. Let me see. I'm about to search you right now. I'm sorry if I blocked you. Nah, I probably didn't, but Neo. I see you. I don't see any messages from you. Oh, the book. When did you buy the book? Shoot. I sent everyone their tracking. Let me see when you bought it. I think you, if you bought it like within the last week, I didn't send it yet. Let me see. Last week. Yeah, I think you might have missed. I shipped them. Yeah, I think you missed the last time I shipped them. Let me see. No, I didn't ship it yet. So as soon I got you written down. I didn't block you on Instagram. So as soon as I ship them, I send people the tracking info. I usually ship them like every 2 weeks, every something like that. So I'm gonna be shipping them out. Maybe Saturday, maybe Friday. I don't know. Friday, hopefully Friday. Or so. Might have to do it Monday. Yeah, I'll probably have to do it Monday, dude. I'm so busy. So I'll probably be shipping out the next batch Monday. I got your book though, right here. I got it, man. Yeah, sorry. It's only me. Yeah. Thanks for understanding. It's only me, so I'm doing the signing, the packaging, I have to go to the, ship it, drop it off, send people their tracking info. It's all me doing it while I'm doing 5 videos a week this year. And that doesn't, like, they got me on. I was on like Colorado radio last week, and then last week they also wanted me to get on Vox. That's a pretty big network. Live radio or something, and I don't know what it is, but it's a huge network, and they were like, oh, we couldn't because the Patriots game, so they're trying to get me on this week. So I usually do like one or two appearances on Sirius or radio, or just even a small live stream on YouTube, whatever it is. So I'm so busy, man. Oh yeah, thank you so much for buying it, man. That means a lot to me. Need that hat. You know what else you need? You need this book. This book, man, it was so hard to write this book. I don't know how I finished it. For a guy who can't read or write that well, who has ADD and just can barely pull this off. Somehow I did it, and everyone's been giving me great feedback on it. It's a really good book. You guys hit me up on social media if you guys want to buy it. Congrats on all the opportunity. Yeah, man. Things are working out. It's been tough. You go back and watch the oldest videos I did. It was horrible. It was atrocious. I was failing. It was disgusting the first 5 years, and then just the last 2-3 years, man, just been cracking. It's been crazy like that. All thanks to you guys. All thanks to the supports. Already have the book. That's why I drafted DJ Freeman and McCoy. What? Who told you to draft McCoy? No. I guess you do need the hat then. Nah, nobody told you to draft McCoy. I didn't rank him high. This guy's not. Plus, this book is not 2-0, but I don't know what this guy's talking about. This book doesn't have any information for this year specifically. That's why, I'm not stupid. I'm not going to write a book for 2018, pay all this money, print it out, and then 2 weeks later it's expired. No, the book will last. The content will last at least 10 years, probably 20, 30 years in here. It's not just about, like 2018 fantasy football. Nah, he's not. Yeah, I know, that guy's joking. Guy wants to trade me Michael Thomas for Diggs and Ertz. I have Kittle as my backup, and where can I pick up that book? Definitely don't do that. Stick with Diggs and Ertz. Ertz is way more valuable than I think you're thinking he is. I'm just messing with you. It's a great read. Oh, there you go. See, there's plenty of places to get the book. You can get it on Amazon. Just search "How to Play Fantasy Football" by Hussein Aksu. And then hopefully this is it. Yeah, this is it right here. You get the digital copy for $10, or just hit me up on social media. It's on fantasycouch.com, but it's best just to hit me up on social media, and that way I can get you squared away. Make sure I sign it to the right person, or however you want me to sign it. Hit me up on social media, man. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and we'll get you squared away. So $20 for a signed copy if you're in the U.S. International, it's going to probably be like $36, but $20 if you're in the U.S. I'll sign it. I have my orange pen ready. $10 digital. however you want to get it. Yeah, man. Let me know. I don't know my top. I don't do weekly rankings. I don't. It's not really worth it, honestly. But we're gonna end it on that note. Make sure you guys are on the Facebook group if you're not already. It's a best fantasy football community. I'd say Fantasy Couch Fan. Make sure you're on this Facebook group if you want to join. You don't have to, but I'll accept you right away. Guys, what was I gonna say? Oh, make sure you guys go to profootballfocus.com. Use MVP20 promo code to save 20%. You can subscribe to this podcast on this YouTube channel. It's our second YouTube channel, Fantasy Couch Podcast, or on iTunes Podcast, Stitcher, Google Play Music. We're everywhere. All right, guys, I'm Hussein the Brain. Make sure you're subscribed. I'll see you guys on the next podcast /video/live stream.